is Tiffany and this is my channel, Who's Your Handmade. Thank you so much for stopping by today. Today's video is another edition of Hashtag Friday Sews. If that sounds interesting to you, stick around. Hashtag Friday Sews was started by Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room. Thank you so much, Jen, for your generosity in sharing this wonderful hashtag for all of us other sewists to jump on board with and talk about what we've been sewing, what we hope to sew, and then a little bit about life in between. Thank you so much to all of my friends out there who have subscribed to my channel and liked my videos and supported my channel. It really means so very much, you guys. If you have not subscribed to my channel thus far, please consider doing so. I would love to get to know you. I would love to welcome you into this community. Give this video a thumbs up. Those really do help. And leave a comment down below. I would love to chat with you down below in the comments. You can also find me on Instagram. I would love to follow you back. My Instagram name is Hoosier.handmade, and I would really love to connect with you further over there. So it's a little bit of a weird Friday sews for me, you guys. I have had a really busy work week, so I'm kind of getting to the life here right at the beginning. I've had a really busy work week, and I am just now coming home. I'm recording this on Thursday night before Friday. Just got home, slept into something comfortable, which, by the way, is an Ellie and Max Staycation dress, if anybody is wondering. Slipped into something comfortable, and I am just excited to chat with you guys for a little bit this evening. So today I'm going to just hint at what I have been sewing this week. So I have mentioned before that I have been ready to sew up my itch to stitch Quebec skirt, and I even had it cut out of some green cheetah fabric. Let me grab that fabric just a second. Okay, here is the back yoke. So I had this green corduroy cheetah fabric from Hobby Lobby that I really wanted to make that itch to stitch Quebec skirt in. However, upon cutting this out and getting this pattern all ready to roll, getting this fabric cut out, I noticed that my fabric does not really stretch at all. It has a little bit of mechanical stretch, which I think corduroy kind of has anyway, but I just don't think it had the required stretch for this pattern. I think it was like 20% stretch was the low end of the stretch that it needed, and in the itch to stitch instructions for this pattern it says do not use any fabric with less stretch. So I was just really scared. I was thinking, I'm gonna put a lot of work into this skirt, and here I've already put a lot of work into it cutting this fabric out, and it's just not gonna fit. So I switched directions. If you watch my fabric haul, I will try to link it up above somewhere. I picked up some jean material, some stretch jean material from Joann's recently with that specific project in mind. I knew I was already ready to go with that Quebec skirt, and I needed to sew that up. So I totally switched fabrics, and I have not used this green corduroy at all. I really hate that because I've already cut it out. Here's the deal. I'm not going to show you my jean skirt just yet. I don't have any pictures of myself in it just yet. I'm going to give you a little sneak peek. But going back to the green material, the way that Quebec skirt fits me, I really think that I could make this green material work. I don't think all is lost. So I'm going to keep this green material cut out as is. I'm going to, keep it together, keep it ready to go. And I really do think that I'm going to go ahead and sew up another one of these skirts. Let me just give you a super quick peek at my Quebec jean skirt. So here is your quick peek at my Quebec jean skirt. Let me get the fuzz off. I just want to show you some details. Just real quick, wanted to show you some gorgeous details. I'm not going to show you anymore. You can probably see, is my face glowing, you guys? This pattern, this project is a work of art. I was thinking about that when I was starting to sew this up, and I'm just looking at it coming together. I'm thinking, it is a work of art. I cannot believe that I have sewn this up. I'm just gonna leave that there as a little teaser for you. Bottom line is, if you were thinking of making that Quebec skirt before next Friday, when I can show you pictures of myself in it and give you some more details, my advice to you is do it. You will not regret making that skirt. Amazing pattern, amazing instructions, and oh my goodness, you will see. You'll see what I mean when I say a work of art. Especially if you make it in like a jean style with that top stitching. Oh yeah. Okay, so switching kind of gears here, I'm going to do something a little different. That is the sewing that I completed this week, working on that Quebec skirt. Didn't work on anything else. I kind of puttered around my sewing room a little bit, doing some organization. My husband bought me a new table for my sewing room, so we got that assembled, and I've kind of moved that over there. I'm looking in that direction because that's where my table is. But I've also ordered a new bookshelf that's coming, and it's not here yet, and I would like to reorganize my fabric a little bit so that I can see it more clearly, and maybe get my knits together and my wovens together, and then maybe I can do a little bit of a sewing room tour. I would love to get my sewing room to the point where I am okay with you touring it. It would be a really fun video to do, but that is not happening today. Today I'm going to switch over to my 2022 Make 9. And I gotta tell you, I'm probably really behind on these videos and this kind of content for you guys. You've seen probably a million videos, million videos like this already here on YouTube, but I wanted to get my thoughts out in the video about my 2022 Make 9. Now, I did not have a traditional Make 9 back in January of 2022. I actually made a Make 12. I went a little bit beyond the Make 9 and I added some different things. There are some specific garments in here, there are projects in here, there are skills in here. I was all over the board. So I'm going to pop up a picture of my Make 9 and I'm going to real quick go through what I succeeded with and what I didn't. And you can already kind of see from the picture what I did, but let's go through them one by one. So up there, the first one is the Megan Nielsen Acacia Undies. That was a goal of mine for 2022. I really wanted to sew up that underwear pattern, and I did attempt it. So down underneath there, I have wrote attempted. Those just did not work out very good. So I'm not going to show you my attempt. It's pretty gruesome. They really didn't work out very good. A lot of waving and rippling where waving and rippling should not have been. So I have not given up on that pattern. I have not given up on making some undies for myself. I am actually moving that goal just over to 2023. So I've actually given myself half a mark for this one. I have attempted this pattern. It just didn't work out like I thought, and I haven't resolved it yet. So that is TBD. It's to be determined when I'm going to solve that issue. The next one is the toaster sweater, and you guys know, if you've watched any of my videos, that I love the toaster sweater. So that one is like a gold star on my Make 9. It was a great addition to a Make 9, Make 12. And I loved making those toaster sweaters, so that one is definitely a yes. My next one is crochet for charity, and I love to crochet. I love to crochet when it's cold outside and I kind of get in the mood. I like to do repetitive crochet. I like to have that kind of a hobby to do in front of the TV, or, during some downtime when I don't really need to think about something. I can just kind of make a stitch with my hands. So I wanted to crochet scarves to give to our church's homeless outreach program, and I was able to do that. I was able to donate 7 or 8 scarves, I think, this fall to our local homeless outreach there at our church. So that was amazing to do. So that one is definitely yes, I completed it. The next one is a jean skirt. So just by the hair on my chinny chin chin did I get this one in, and really I'm not counting it as a full make for 2022 because I had just started it. I had my jean fabric cut out, and I had started the project, but I did not get it done. So I put down under the jean skirt started, so at least I gave myself a little bit of credit for that one. In the middle there is a button-down shirt for Josh. I was really specific about what I wanted to make him. I did not get that one attempted. I have fabric. Yeah, fabric up there to make Josh a shirt, and I didn't get it accomplished last year. That is definitely going to move over into next year because it's definitely one of my goals still. Another one that I didn't get completed is a Style Arc pattern. I had put Style Arc in there specifically because I wanted to stretch myself, wanted to test out my knowledge with those sparse patterns. I wanted to see if I could figure out one of their patterns, and I just didn't attempt it. I kind of chickened out. I can admit that. I chickened out a little bit. That one too is going to move to my 2023 plans. Moving on, I didn't put a picture of this one in, but it is a well-fitting skirt. My unicorn project is making a well-fitting skirt. I don't make pants for myself very much, let alone well-fitting pants. And I don't know, you might not know what a skirt is. A skirt is a skirt and shorts put together to make one garment. The shorts go up underneath the skirt. Lots of people wear them in like an athletic kind of way, and that's what I wanted them for. I wanted them knee length, and I wanted you know, a coverage, made sure it was modest and coverage. And the patterns that I have found are more like tennis skirts. So when I go to buy a pattern, then I need to lengthen it. Inevitably, I need to lengthen that skirt pattern, and lengthening the skirt is no problem at all, but lengthening those shorts it's caused me a lot of issues. So I have attempted it, and I'm going to talk about which pattern I attempted this year for that unicorn skirt pattern in my video coming up on Tuesday. So if you want to hear about that saga, tune in Tuesday. The next one is church dresses for Addie. I definitely accomplished this one. I wanted to make sure that I just sewed up more dresses for her to wear to church, and I definitely did that in 2022. I made so many little dresses. I'll try to pop up some pictures. I made her Valentine's dress, and then I made her obviously her Easter outfit. You guys might have seen that before. Thanksgiving outfit. I made so many little outfits for her to wear in more dressier kind of occasions, and that's really what I was going for. The next one is well-fitting PJ pants. Now I sort of did this one. I made myself the McCall's 7816, those joggers. I'll pop a picture of that pattern in. I talked about it last Tuesday in my 2022 year in review, what I loved, and I do love those joggers. So I'm gonna say that those are my PJ pants that I attained for 2022. I really don't wear PJ pants, so I'm not even real sure what I meant here. Not real sure what I meant. I do wear lounge clothes all the time though, so I think I'm gonna give myself a check mark on this one. So these last bottom 3 are like, I've labeled them bonus ones. These are goals for myself that I had for 2023, and I have checkmarked all of them. So the first one is use my serger. So this pretty little girl right here sat on the shelf over there for 2 years. She sat there collecting dust for 2 years. I'm not joking. Like, that really happened. So I really took it upon myself this year, like, Tiffany, you are going to get that serger off that shelf and you're going to use it. And oh my goodness, has it made such a difference. So I took a class at the University of Sewing, a one-on-one class with one of their instructors, and she showed me how to use that machine, even though I did not buy it there. That's not the brand that they sell at that sewing machine shop, but she walked me through how to use it. She was so amazing, and it has really just, it's revolutionized my sewing, honestly. If you're on the fence about whether or not to get a serger, get one. You will not regret it. And then the middle bonus entry I have is take some sewing classes, and I did indeed do that. I took some classes at the University of Sewing. Again, I took the serger class to learn how to use my serger, and then I also took a garment sewing class. So I took their Sewing with Knit garment class, and that was a really good class. I don't want to, you know, throw shade on their classes, because it really was a great class, and just to be in classes with them, the people who work there at the University of Sewing, they have so much knowledge base, so just to be with them is really great. But I had already been sewing for quite a while by the time I took this class, and so I can't say that I learned a ton. I did take my serger, and this was the first few times that I had sewn with my serger, so it was really nice to have kind of them looking over my shoulder to see, you know, how I was doing with that serger. So that built my confidence up with my serger, and that's probably the most that I got out of that class. It was still a good experience. And then that last one was to focus on fitting, and I really wanted to jump into that fitting kind of piece of garment making, which is a giant piece to the garment making. I'm continuously learning something new, trying new techniques, and I really have tried to branch out this year. So I've tried you know, tailoring a piece to my shape some more, looking at different sizing within the pattern itself, doing some grading, also doing some alterations. I made a dress this summer that needed quite a bit of fabric taken out, and I was able to do some fitting and do some alterations to that garment, and I was really proud of myself. So I have given myself a mark on all of those. So out of 12, I have only put an X next to 2. So 10 out of 12 is not bad. Really did make for a fun year of sewing, and I am really excited that I accomplished so much. So am I doing a Make 9 for 2023? Spoiler alert, I am doing a variation. I am going more, again, with more goal-oriented, not exactly just pulling out 9 patterns. So I will go over that, though, in a different video. That is not for today. So that is all for me today. If you have not seen Tuesday's video, I am going to link it up above. It was such a fun video to go over. It was my part 1 in my 2-part series, my year in review. The video was all about what I loved out of my sewing makes for 2022. So if that sounds interesting and you haven't watched it yet, please do go give it a watch. Like I said at the beginning, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please consider doing so. Like this video, comment down below, what are you guys working on this week? I would love to chat with you, and I will say goodbye for now. I'll see you on the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.